Welcome back to JLC TV, and today is going to be a very cool episode because I'm going to show you guys the new Jiu-Jitsu gym that we are building in the back with our very first Jiu-Jitsu class taking place tomorrow at lunchtime. It's going to be mega. We got a lot of new people who have never done Jiu-Jitsu before who are like super excited, super keen. We're getting mats put at the back, it's sick. And those who've just been following the channel will know that we've only just moved into here. There's a few little things that need to be done. We're just changing over all these windows, but basically the inside's done, and it's insane. It's the best office ever. It's double the size of the last one. Crazy. And, you know, we have a very similar setup in Europe, which is emerging now to be a monster. We're just celebrating the 4th birthday of our European business and the 15th birthday of this. So crazy. 15 years since we set it up. Mad, mad, mad. Look how bright the warehouse is. How crazy. Yo, how's it going, guys? This is Arthur, who's been getting the gym ready. You ready for Jiu-Jitsu, brother?
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be something interesting and new to try.
So Arthur's been getting in crazy good shape recently, like going crazy with the diet, crazy with the fitness, and now this is like another thing that he's adding in. So you ready for class one?
Ready to do damage.
Ready to do damage. Nice, let's go, let's go. So at the back here, we already had some mats, but they were 25 mil. These are 40 mil mats now that we're replacing them with. Our actually long-term goal is to replace them with zebra because these are jigsaw mats and people could get like caught in between them. But this just covers us for the second. But I'm waiting for a quote back from zebra. So you'll have to excuse the mess and where the mats are. We're just clearing it out right now. These guys are going to be training tomorrow as well, which is pretty sick. This is JLC Jiu-Jitsu. We're doing a video for the channel, pretty badass. I think Charlie already understands like some of it already, so he's going to be excelling, I think. Are you already smoking everyone already?
Well, me and Lucas had a little wrestle.
Yeah.
And I did beat him, but he is a fiery man. So.
Did you submit him?
Yes.
Wow, how did you submit him?
Well, I got him in a rear naked choke.
Nice. All right. Do you reckon if you redo it, you could change the results?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? All right, nice. This is going to be good. We're going 5 meters. You'll see here, shout out to my brother, Jack Leader from Marshall Mats, who provided all of these mats for us. We have 5 meters squared. So basically, it's going to be out here, cover right to the wall. We're going to use these ones here to put around the wall to protect us from like whatever. And look at this. We even have our dummy. We can practice. And shout out to my brother, my professor from AOM, Art of Movement Bristol, who's actually taking time out of his day to come over, and he's going to be training us during lunchtime. So this is essentially, this is his class. It's going to be his space. I said to the guys, like, it's nothing to do with me here. He's boss of the mats, and we got to be respectful of each other. And I actually think, in terms of team building, there's going to be nothing like it. I actually went into my first competition last month, and I've got my next one coming up on the 5th of October, and I've got this vision of us wearing JLC purple gis and going there, all different weight classes because we're different sizes, and just cleaning up. So how cool. And we got a couple of girls from the sales office who are joining in too. Yeah, it's going to be great. I think this is going to be a great team building thing, but this is something that's like extracurricular. It's in the lunchtime, but I think it's a skill that I saw Eddie Bravo say it once. He said, if you could be given a skill where you could defend yourself, overpower someone who was trying to do something, and all you do is press a button, would you do it? You'd say, yeah, 100%. But then if you had to put years of training in, no one can be bothered to do it. But this is a way that we can incorporate it into our days. It makes everyone closer as a team, and it's shared hardship. It doesn't matter which part of the company you're in, we're all learning together. And senior management could get tapped out by someone who's not a senior management, and it's like a humbling thing, you know? Let's speak to Luke, our operations director, who I think he's super excited to start. And I said to Luke that I think he's going to be my biggest threat soonest because he's like a very strategic thinking guy, and I think he's just going to get into it. And like one of the things I do is I spend a lot of time in Holland, and now these guys are going to be training in their free time at lunchtime. So we have 2 classes, plus they're going to be doing extra. I'm going to be motivated to stay on it. But make sure you subscribe to this because we're going to be doing updates, showing people's journeys. It's going to be all the company. This is still the same updates, but we're incorporating our jiu-jitsu journey now. I'm out of breath, Luke. But yeah, why don't you say, what are you thinking about jiu-jitsu? Are you ready for, this is the first time you've done this before, isn't it?
Yeah, first time I've done it. Always like to try something new. And the reason I actually am going to give it a go, I was getting a bit of banter from the lads downstairs, because initially I was like, I'm not going to do it, and the lads were like, oh, go on, don't be scared to come and fight against us. So I was like, I'm going to give it a go. And, and give the guys a go and see how it goes.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be mega, bro. I can't wait. And it's going to be good as well to like document each person's journey, what they get from it, and not just like the skills, but also the like understanding of yourself. You know, it makes you humble.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You turn up, like it's like getting the red pill, the blue pill. I saw Dana White talk about it. It's like I turn up to the gym for the first time. You're like, wow, someone else can do that to me. And there's people walking around on the street, and like, I don't know how to defend against that. That's crazy. And I still don't know nothing. But like I know that I know nothing, you know, and I want to learn more. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
And bro, I think it's like chess in a sports form.
Yeah, you said it's very analytical, didn't you, as well? It's just
Very analytical. It's all technique.
Yeah.
Some of the best people at it, they're not like huge guys. There's a guy called Mikey Musumeci, you should read about him. He's mad. He looks like a proper nerd, right? And he just tears apart everyone. Because he thinks, he studies, he spends hours on the mats. They say you can't beat hours on the mats. That's what they say. And the mats don't lie. That's another one.
It's like most things, isn't it? The more effort you put in, you'll get the results. So.
Definitely. I even seen this as with Rocket League. I put in so many hours of Rocket League that my Rocket League is way better than it's ever been. And I've been putting loads of dumb hours into just training, which is a bit like in Jiu-Jitsu. There's something called drilling, where you just do the move, but you're not actually like scrapping against the person. And no one really likes doing it. But unless you do that, you're not going to get better. So you have to do all the boring shit too, not boring stuff too, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, thanks a lot for doing this office. All of the stuff that you've seen in this office, this is all Luke. Luke took care of this. Luke and David. David did the first half, Luke did the second half. Luke's been under crazy stress, crazy time frames. And I think it's safe to say this is the best office we've ever been in.
Yeah, I'm just glad we're in now. I said that weekend was really stressful to get everything done, and there's promises broken by third parties, and it was super stressful. But we were in, and it didn't really affect the business too much. So I'm buzzing.
Sick. Well done. Our 15th birthday, brand new unit, brand new gym class starting. And what do you think of it, Angel? How do you think about this whole new thing, from the new setup to the jiu-jitsu gym to everything?
I love it. I love the offices. They're stunning. And I think the jiu-jitsu will be really cool.
Do you prefer this to any place we've ever been before?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Before, we always loved being in Holland because the offices are so nice. Now it's like they're both sick, so we're just so blessed. What a great company. Back, don't panic, in Holland for the whole of October. I just got a jiu-jitsu competition that I got to get ready for, and we got like a million things happening right here. But it's sick. Look at this. Follow me. I'm going to check out in a second. I'm going to show you some extra stuff. This is non-jiu-jitsu related, but it is the office. Look how badass this is. Beautiful. This is my office. And this is one of the things I really couldn't do in the UK, is my office was amongst everything. And my head was frying. I just couldn't work. In Europe, it's a lot more spacious. I have my own space. So being here now is just a different class. So good. Look at the beautiful space we have. It's so big. Look. Amazing. And look, beautiful purple walls. We're still waiting for like second coats of paint, stuff like that. We've been squeezed in. Look, beautiful black bathrooms. And I'll take you through the sales floor and back to Luke, and then we'll say bye. Yo, guys, how's it going? Yo. Right up here, we have screens that can say like what we're doing for sales for the day, financial news, that kind of stuff. And then back through here, we can rejoin the management office with Luke and Beak. Come with me. And we've done the loop. So anyway, guys, stay subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be doing updates on this. And tomorrow is our first lesson with Rad from Art of Movement. It's going to be amazing. And I think a lot of these guys might end up signing up to Art of Movement as a gym separate to this, because they're going to get addicted. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Over and out.